Welcome back, everyone, to the Bartz playthrough, the Fandaria campaign. This is part 7. We are about to be besieged by Izumo's forces, making sure that all of my people who need the troops have the troops. And you know what? You really don't need that many monks, do you? So let's take that down a bit. Get you up. And who else needs them? You do. I'll give you a few more. That ought to get things done. About to find out. Fujimaru shall show thee here the force of his arms. And I'm sure I could have picked a better voice for him than that, but that's life on the fly for you. Kiri, 70, Ashigaru, that's kind of intense. And she's at level 10, oh my goodness. Oh. You know what? Thinking it over. Anybody got a clear advantage there? Not really. So we want to send out somebody who has healing capabilities. And actually, do we have anybody who can just take her out with magic? Aha, Muka, yes. Alright, you just made this significantly easier than I thought it was going to be. So thank you. So yeah, hopefully you got a nice comfortable seat or couch you're in, taking it easy, taking the load off. Thanks for joining me for a few minutes here as we protect our homeland here. Except not really, because this is probably more Highland territory than Fandaria, but who's keeping track? Oh, look at that. That's a little impressive. Except for when they go on the defensive. I guess they were kind of calling our bluff there. We're going to ignore her people entirely, try to take her out with magic if we can. Entirely possible now that Muka has 8 and P. I don't foresee any problems in that regard. So let's try to preserve as many of our people as possible. Everybody retreat. And got a little game of tit for tat going on here. That's perfectly fine. I accept that. Because you know what? I'm a little bit faster on the draw. I raise attack to your toe. Your move. Anytime, Kiri. If you're not gonna go, I'll be glad to. Ikimasio. Which, from what I gather, means several different things depending on the context that it's used in. It can mean let's go, get ready, something along those lines. Here goes. Let's try this. I don't know. It seems pretty interchangeable. And Kiri's down. That's one less person to worry about. You have healing and some other stuff at level 10, I'm sure, but you only have 71 HP. Anybody who can take her out fairly quickly? Let's try Elan for this one. I actually think her and Kiri will be the most obnoxious people out of this group, so if we take them out, should be relatively smooth sailing. Thanks in advance. Okay. A little arrogance is always fun, especially when the odds are against you. Well, go on. Keep living in that imaginary world of yours where you have the advantage. Just having a little fun now that I've discovered this finally. The default view probably is the best overall, though. And as much as I want to use Meteor Storm, we're going to play it smart and wait, actually, because she has healing. Trying to see if we can get her to waste her MP before that. So you know what? I'm going to try something different. This is a new tactic on the fly I just came up with. I'm going to advance my people to try to keep as many of them alive as possible. I'm going to wait until her meter's about to charge back up again. Order all to attack again, hoping she does that again. Yes. How's that for exploiting AI? Now she cannot heal. And we're going to whip out our strongest attack. Jamadis. Please hit. Oh, come on. Come on. That's the first time I've ever used Meteor Storm and it did not hit the enemy general. I'm extremely disappointed by that. But you know what? That's okay. We're going to duel anyway. And it makes things more exciting, I guess. But yeah, Lon there, man, a few words, but he says what he means, and in a pinch, I trust him to come through. I'll slice you up. A duel then. Wah. So long, sucker. Yeah, you're talking to yourself right now. Oh, it's very possible. And I think we just proved it. So, there we go. 1 nuisance down. 2, really. So, we should be pretty good after this. She's level 10, which would be a great opportunity for somebody to get a level. Who needs it the most? Ropategi. Give it to Ropategi. Bring back my husband, you bastard! What are you talking about? This is war, you hear? War! That was an interesting trade-off there. At this point, I don't know who's responsible for her husband's death because she just seems like she's kind of just ranting at this point. Ranting and raving about her husband, which, you know, I can't fault her for, you know. She obviously cared about him. But, you know, as Roboteki so simply and eloquently stated, you know, this is war and there are tragedies in war. Roboteki seems like he's an honest, honorable type of guy, has a good heart, and if he was responsible for her husband's death, I'm pretty sure it wasn't in cold blood or with malice in mind. So we're just going to do what we have to do, basically, which is all we can do, all we will do, all we must do. You know what, we're just going to order everybody to attack, that's fine. I'm expecting her to run away. That's perfectly acceptable. Let's see how long it takes our monks to join the fight. By that time, she should be a little bit lower. It's an interesting looking interior of the castle here. And this is Fandaria's castle, actually, so it's trying to give a sense of ancient architecture, I think. An old motif, an ancient aesthetic. I'm okay with it. Yeah, so that's more of an aerial view. Probably best for showing off certain skills. This is the best overall angle. This one, and this one doesn't work so hot. But if you just want a close-up of somebody, can't see her too well with my troops all in the grill, but oh my goodness, I just said grill. Oh well. It's on camera, forget about it. I just finished watching the LP recently. Somebody used that word very, very liberally, so I think I just got infected a little bit there. Oh, you're not even gonna fight Robotegi? You could probably, well, if your health wasn't so low, you probably could have taken him quite easily, but mages are not to be messed with in this game. They can hold their own most times, so that was a wise decision on her part. Gonna blame her husband's death for that? No, she was just doing the smart thing. Why throw your life away in vain? 70 soldiers, that's kind of rough. That's kind of rough. But Laura, I have faith in you. If nothing else, I have faith in what I've given you to come through. So let's do it. No, I'm not gonna speed up here. Gonna try to take a break from that for a while. Just try to leave the game in as is. But if the fights start getting ridiculous again, to save time, Oh, you already know I'm more than willing to do that. Okay, they have a special formation. They can open rank together. We'll open rank some more. And we will advance the archers just a bit. And we will play a little more defensively this time. Throw out a bolt storm. Actually, I'll throw out we'll do bolt storm. And the off chance the game wants to let it hit him. Thank you. Ooh. Alright, that actually did a lot of damage to him. So guess what I'm doing again? Guess what I'm not doing again? Oh, I thought he was going to use silence. Oh, but he still could. He still could. I was expecting him to use silence, actually. Everybody attack. Can I get one more? Yes, thank you. Excellent. Yes, I was expecting him to use silence so that I couldn't cast anymore, so really okay with the way that turned out. And what's going on over here? Nothing, and he's in the red, so I think we got this one. The only problem is I kind of wish he'd run away because he's probably going to be slain. But we're going to take that chance. Actually, you know what? Order all advance. I'd actually would rather keep him alive if possible, so because I know how the AI works a little bit, I'm going to wait till he has 0 troops in the hopes that he'll run away then. And then we can capture him. It's sacrificing more experience for Laura, but this is a character we could recruit, and I would like to if possible. So let's see what happens. I really don't want to roll the dice on his life right now. Okay, Rasmussen, don't be stubborn. Normally, you know, I respect honor and I commend it, but don't fight to the death here. Just run away. You can't win. Oh man, just gonna push it. Oh. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Because I didn't want to draw either, so now I just have to hope we captured him. Nope. Doesn't surprise me because we kind of laid off there. But we can capture him next time, that's fine. I just didn't want to kill him because he's somebody who dies quite often. Okay, she has no MP, so why am I looking at her? We can give this to, I would give it to Bartz if he had more troops. But he doesn't. You know what, let's see if you can pull this out. This is going to be a tough fight, but you have the troop advantage at least. And if we could take him down, that's one powerhouse we've gotten out of the way early on. We're going to want to take out Highland and Bozak as soon as possible. That'll make life significantly easier for us. Because Izumo overall is usually a pushover. Because they're pretty much restricted to a couple of troop types for the most part. Not a lot of variety in their ranks, but Bozak tends to suffer from the same problems. Even more so maybe, but they have strong generals, so that's where the threat comes in with them. And mages and birds can open and close rank together, so that's not too bad actually. Gonna order all to advance. Order all to open rank. Advance, and just cuz. This isn't going to do anything because it only affects the undead. I just did that so my troops could focus on him. Only problem is, Asel doesn't have a lot of health, so he might be in the red before Fujimaru, but we're going to attempt to work this out. Are you summoning Golem? No. You're summoning Earthquake. Not taking out too many troops at that, so kind of okay with that. There we go. Birds. Attack. And we'll just see how this works out for us. Yeah, I'm enjoying this right here. I don't know why I made myself a big batch of soup before I started this episode. Now my soup is sitting here getting cold, and I don't want to eat it because I don't want any slurping sounds recorded, because that's kind of rude to you, rude and unprofessional. And I mean, really, who wants to listen to that? I feel bad because I think it was part 3. I know one of my last uploads, I had just finished eating right before I recorded, and I'm usually good about belches and burps. I don't really do stuff like that, but I got one recorded accidentally. So anybody who listened to that and heard that, I do apologize. That's it's not very couth, I'm afraid. I did go back and edit it out. I just realized that YouTube does have a video editing feature that lets you split and trim videos that are already uploaded. So I was able to do that without taking the video down or, you know, replacing it, because that would have taken more time too. So yeah, anybody who watches it now won't even see what I'm talking about. But for the 1 or 2 of you who actually saw it beforehand, I apologize for that. You will not have to worry about that again. I'm usually good about catching things like that, and if it comes up, I will edit it out, because really, you don't want to deal with that. And even if you do, I don't want you to deal with that. But why would you want to deal with that? Okay, you're getting reinforcements, I think. Oh, and that's right, we don't even want to bother with you because you have too many people. We are going to just send everybody forward. My strongest people, which will be them. Oh, and of course him. And we're just determined to make Laura a contender, so we're just going to keep using her. We're heading straight for Highland Castle. This will give us a good stop-off station. And they could even take this castle if it comes down to it. I don't care. We're taking all of our people that we're using, at least. They're all going to meet up here. We'll keep it on fast. Actually, that zoom in is useful. Uh-oh, forgot about this part. Yeah, I agree. I'm glad that we could actually resolve the situation without combat for once. So thank you, game. Very gracious of you. And of course, you're on the move now. Your goal is that castle. You know what? Be my guest. Be my guest. Just in case they get any further ideas, we're going to send them back here to reinforce that castle. He's probably not going to be on the move because, oh, he actually has a lot of people. Oh, and you got Helena? That's fine, because once we take you down, she's probably going to join us. Real quick, I'm going to save just in case. And there you go. Queen Terrace in the flesh. If by ask for help you mean take his castle, sure, why not? Oh, yeah, kinda saw this coming. So who's here? Okay, just one, that's not too bad. And who's in this group? Okay, not a lot of troops, but they should be able to get the job done, even if just barely. Rosa's army has met with the enemy. Oh man. Okay, so he's dangerous. But thankfully this game does not have the ensnare like Dragon Force 1, so the most he can do is silence somebody. He cannot, I repeat, he cannot cause us to remain in the fight against our will. So we're just going to weaken him, take some of his troops down. Probably going to go through several people to take him down with this group, but that's fine. We have 4 people, there's no reason why I should lose this. And we get the end times epic level music here. These beasts, well, they're already dead, so we'll just put them on melee. And there you go. One-hit KOs. Love that voice acting though. Just so, man, where did they find these voice actors? I mean, man, they should earn a professional ball player salary for the work that they do. They're that good. You know, and they're contributing more to society, aren't they? Well, I don't know about that, but they're very good at what they do. I wish there was an option to turn up the voice acting BGM in this game, actually. Well, BGM. I wish there was a way to turn up the volume of the voice acting in this game over the regular music, just so you could hear them a little more clearly. Esteban, you okay there, guy? Sounded like you were struggling there. That water ball took a lot out of him, I guess. And that did a lot of damage because Ovo has low HP. Love that. Nakisakeme. It's so good. It's so good. And it's hilarious when he uses this end-all spell that doesn't even hit me. Oh, but of course, I spoke too soon. Called the game's bluff. It hit me that time. But this is fine. He's wasting his MP on Esteban, who was not going to win this fight anyway. And I'm going to test him. I might regret this, but I'm just going to test him. Yep. I probably am going to regret this. This is probably going to take out Esteban, but... oh man, it's for the good of all. I pressed my luck. I thought he was going to conserve his MP, but he chose not to this time. Oh, and he lives. He lived to tell the tale of the time he tackled Ovo and got away. But yeah, we're not gonna sacrifice anybody needlessly, so let's see if we can finish this really quickly, and that'll be it for this episode. Esteban, appreciate your hard work and tireless service. Your check is in the mail. Oh, you have healing though, so do I really want to do this? I kind of don't, but let's see if we can weaken him with one other person. And then, oh, and see, this is when Banish would come in handy, but you don't have enough troops for the ogres, so it's gonna be Rosa. Oh, Oval. Old Oval Redenbacher. Shouldn't you be in the kitchen cooking something up? Instead of trying to slice and dice us up, put us on your table. Yeah, we're taking ourselves off the menu if you don't mind. So not having any of that. Not on my watch. And beasts are not good against any of them. We've already seen that. Mages will be okay, but they still won't last long. We're just gonna order all to... Yeah, they could just stand by, actually. And yes, she has Tri-Blade now. The one thing he can't do is heal himself, so we're gonna take advantage of that. One more Tri-Blade might actually take him out, so I have to be careful if I want Ropategi to get the experience for this. Kind of feel bad taking it away from her, so you know what? Ropategi will get his chance. He'll have his time. We're not gonna rob her of this, so we're going to give it to her if she can earn it. Everything's hinging on this. By the hilt of my blades. Okay. Our troops might be able to finish things up. He's not running away, obviously, so... Order all to attack. Yeah, not melee, because then they'll go for his troops instead. Oh, come on, Beast Man. Just one hit. One hit. That's all I'm asking of you. Thank you. Because beasts can do respectable damage when they actually hit. Oh. Oh, they couldn't quite get it done. They couldn't quite get it done. He has enough to cast Silence, so you know what? Keep her alive as long as possible. If we can get a draw, that'd be great. If I have to, I'm just gonna run away with her. In fact, you know what? Let's just do that. Let's just do that. That's perfectly acceptable. Alright, Ropategi, you get a chance after all. Get some levels. Ovo's level 20. We should get at least 2 levels out of this. Hopefully at least 3, but 2 bare minimum. Anything under that, I'll be quite disappointed. You have 2 ways to have your troops level up, or your generals, as quick as possible. Fighting in the caves, obviously, which you saw in the last playthrough of mine. Or have them defeat a high-level general. Not capture them, not win by draw, or not by draw, just win by timer. Oh, but that's the same as draw, you can't win that way. Let me try that one more time. Don't win by having them retreat from the battle, or capturing them even. You have to actually knock them out. If you manage to do that, you usually get a lot of experience for your trouble, provided they're a much higher level than you. You know what? I'm only doing this to try to get my troops closer, but I don't think they're going to make it through his people. He's got too many, and they're stopping to engage them, which is bad. If they had just kept running, if I can get that mage out... Oh man, this is not working out well. Ropategi, I tried. So as long as he doesn't cast Silence, and Ropategi can remain at high health, we can still pull this off. It's just going to be a little trickier now. I'm going to save that MP, but there's a good chance he's going to silence me. Oh, they do too much damage, so... Even if he doesn't cast Silence, I don't think I can wait it out. Those high ogres deal too much damage, and he's just not strong enough at this stage of the game. Man, I'm trying, man. I'm really trying. Oh, really? That's a lot of damage. Oh, please don't be dead. Please be injured. Please don't be dead. Okay, he's got 1 HP. Even better. That happens sometimes. Oh, I'm just glad he didn't die. Alright. It's up to the most unlikeliest of candidates out of this group to get the job done. Well, you've definitely earned it if you can pull this off, Estelle. If not, so it'll be up to Bartz's group, which will be overkill at this point. Look at that. He's sitting on... Oh, man. Single-digit HP. Okay, this time I'm gonna open my ranks ahead of time. If I had done that in the last video, the last battle rather, I might have actually gotten a few people past his troops. Alright, over order. Ooh, I need that soup in me. I'm a little famished. It's starting to catch up with me. I probably should have checked to see if he had ghosts left even. Nope, just ogres. But that's fine. We just want to get... Oh, he used melee, so they're going to track by people. Ah, that's not good. I just need to get one hit on him, and we'll be done. And why are you stopping to attack? Don't do that. Alright, you know what? I'm going to start speeding this fight up, so please don't mind me. I can't tell you how disappointing that is. Yeah. Oh, man. 4 people, nobody could get the job done. At least we got some level ups out of it. Very disappointing. Alright, I guess it's up to Bartz's group. Now they're hurting. They're hurting bad. But at least he doesn't take captives. Yeah, 1 HP. How insulting is that? Beat us on 1 HP. That's terrible. Okay, Bartz. Don't mind me. I'm speeding through this fight as well, so... And Ovo has been captured, so they say. Well, let's mark this down as a draw for today. I look forward to next time. Is Ovo withdrawing? Fairly quick to retreat, isn't he? Yes, he is. I'm perfectly fine with that, though, because he's kind of obnoxious. Got Bartz a level, though, and straight away, before anything else going to save my game, I could have gotten myself in a very precarious position here, though, because we have that castle, and... Oh, only one? Okay, so our best bet is to take her out, so... Bartz's group will lead the charge. This group will follow behind and get some well-needed rest. But that'll be in the next part, because we're well over the time limit here. Gonna save one more time. This has been Dragon Force 2, the Fandaria campaign with Bartz. Thanks for watching. Please take care of yourself, and see you soon.